Hello students, in this session we'll be studying about the bacteriophage. What is this bacteriophage? Bacteriophages are the viruses which attacks the bacteria and kills the bacteria. As the viruses like HIV, coronavirus, which attacks the human, causes infection in the humans and kills the humans, has that even bacteria is infected with certain type of viruses. These viruses which infects the bacteria are called as bacteriophage. Okay, who discovered this bacteriophage? Bacteriophage was first discovered by Edward Todd in 1915. He is a microbiologist who was working in England, where he was growing certain culture media of the bacteria which is growing in the intestine, and he saw that these bacteria, okay, which was grown on the culture media, were turning into transparent and getting killed. He got an idea that these bacteria are killed because certain microorganisms which were smaller than the bacteria were attacking these bacteria, and had an idea this might be a virus also. He did not know it is a virus, but he had an idea it might be a virus. Similar experiments were observed. Similar observations were seen by another scientist called as De Herelle. De Herelle is a separate scientist who was working in France. Even he observed that culture media of bacteria, cultural colonies of bacteria were turning transparent and destroyed. And what they did is they took the transparent destroyed cultures of the bacteria, and they inoculated into another cultures. They cultured another culture of broth culture of the intestinal bacteria, and they inoculated this bacteria which was already infected, which was filtered, and it was inoculated, and they saw that the culture which was cultured in the intestinal bacterial culture which was cultured in the broth were destroyed by this filtrate. When infected bacteria filtrate was added into a fresh culture, the fresh culture was destroyed. So they came to a conclusion that this bacteria was killed by the microorganism which was smaller than the bacteria which was able to get filtered. Okay, and this might be some viruses. And later this phenomenon of culture media which has been filtered, when this filtrate were inoculated into a fresh culture and this fresh culture was getting destroyed, this phenomenon is called as Todt-Deherelle phenomenon, because they checked whether it is a virus or bacteria which is causing diseases. So they took the filtrate and they were inoculating into the fresh culture, and they saw that the fresh culture was also destroyed. Fresh culture andre ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದು ಫಿಲ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, and it was De Herelle in 1917. He called this virus which was eating the bacteria as bacteriophages. Okay, and which means bacteriophage means bacteriophage andre bacteria eaters. Phage to eat. So a bacteriophage, now we can simply call it as, this bacteriophage can be simply called as phages. So bacteriophages are otherwise called as phages. Okay, next, coming on to the what is this bacteriophage. Bacteriophages are the virus which was eating the bacteria. These were obligate parasite andre it used to infect the living organisms and kill the living organisms, that is the bacteria. Okay, so these depend on the living bacteria, they grow, and they may be found in nature where bacteria are growing. Bacteria ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ grow ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯೋ, where all the bacteria are growing, there all the bacteriophages are present. Like where it is present in the soil, sewage water, intestine of the human intestine, that is where the E. coli grows, and animals, insects, vegetables, milk, etc. Where all the bacteria are growing, there the bacteriophages are present. Some viruses parasites the actinomycetes. Some viruses also destroys the actinomycetes and zygophages and cyanophages. Cyanophages are the bacteria blue-green algae. Okay, zygophages are the yeast. So they also destroy the actinomycetes, yeast, and the blue-green algae. Coming on to the types of bacteriophages. There are different types of bacteriophages. Okay, if the bacteriophage, the virus affects the E. coli, which is growing in the intestines of the animals, these bacteriophage which acts on the E. coli is called as coliphage. What is coliphage? The coliphages are the bacteriophages which can destroy the E. coli, called as coliphages. And there are different types of bacteriophage which can be named from 1 to 8. There are different types of bacteriophages. Okay, but these bacteriophages can be broadly classified into three types. That is T even phage, T odd phages, and T5 phages. T even phages are the bacteriophage which is represented as T2, T4, T6. And T odd phages are the bacteriophage which is represented by T1, T3, T7. And T5 is different from these two phages, so they are called as T5 phages. So bacteriophages are of different types which can be named from T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, okay, like this. They are different types of bacteriophages and they can be classified into three types, that is T even phage and T odd phage, and one separate phage is there, that is T5 phage. First one is T even phage. Why we call this as T even phage? These are the bacteriophages which usually infects the organisms and causes the destruction of the organisms as they infect. Okay, they causes the lytic. Okay, they lyse. That means they break the cell which has been infected. So they are called as virulent phages. They are called as virulent phages. So these are the even phages. All the even phages causes virulence in the host cell. So they are called as even phages. So these phages are angular headed and contractile tails. So they have angular head. Angular head means here they have different angles, that is triangle, quadrantal angle. Okay, so like that the head is of different angles, icosahedral angles. So the head of the bacteriophage is different angle, so they are angular, and contractile tail. The tail can be condensed and elongated, so they are called as contractile tail. And the DNA, even usually the bacteriophage is made up of two main components, that is the protein and nucleic acid. The nucleic acid present in the bacteriophage is usually the DNA and it is surrounded by the protein coat. So these are made up of nucleoproteins. And here the head, the nucleoprotein, that is nucleic acid content, that is the DNA. DNA is unique in the case of T phages. What is the uniqueness of the T phages, T even phages? The DNA at 5 hydroxyl end, okay, 5 prime end, they have hydroxyl methyl cytosine in place of cytosine. In DNA of T even phage, in the 5 prime end, they have 5 hydroxyl methyl cytosine, whereas in odd phages, they have only cytosine as the end. Okay, so they have 5 hydroxy methyl cytosine in the DNA. Coming on to T odd phage. T odd phages are the bacteriophages which is named by T1, T3 and T7. These have these have angular heads and the tail are non-contractile. Non-contractile means they cannot be condensed. They are non-contractile and the DNA contains cytosine, whereas there the DNA had 5-hydroxy methylated cytosine, whereas in odd phages they have only cytosine, and they do not cause, they cause infection is caused, but they do not lead to the breakage or lysis of the cells of the host. Okay, so here they are temperate, they are also called as temperate viruses, where the genetic material, when it is introduced into the host, the genetic material will go and join into the host DNA, and they do not cause any sort of external infection, that is, they do not cause the blisters or they do not break out immediately. They are just inserted into the uh, genetic material of the host, so they are called as temperate viruses. T odd phages are the viruses which has T1, T3 and T7, which includes T1, T3 and T7. They have also the angular head, and the tail is non-contractile in nature. They are temperate in nature, means they do not causes virulence, they do not after infection they do not break or lyse or causes any infection on the cells, and they just, the DNA just goes and inserts into the host DNA, and the DNA is having the cytosine, not the hydrated methyl cytosine, but they have only cytosine in the DNA. Okay, next T5 phage. When I come to the T5 phage, the T5 phage has angular head, even this has angular head, and they are non-contractile in nature. The DNA of the viruses also contains the cytosine. Okay, so this is T5 phage. Coming on to the structure of the bacteriophage. When you focus on to the structure of T4 bacteriophage, usually the bacteriophage has two main parts, the head part and the tail part. The head part is angular in nature. As I told you, it is angular in nature. Here in T4 phage or any phages, they are angular in nature. It shows the icosahedral angle. Okay, icosahedral, it has 20 different sides. Icosahedral angle, and this head part is covered with the protein coat. The protein, okay, and the length of the icosahedral angle, the head part is around 950, that is 925 Armstrong, and the width is around 650 Armstrong, and this head part is coated with two different layers, two double layered protein coat. Head is covered with double layered protein coat, and they are around 30 Armstrong in width, and inside the head is a condensed double stranded DNA. The DNA, okay, the genetic material of this bacteriophage is double stranded DNA. Inside the head part, the double stranded DNA is condensed and tightly packed, and the head is connected to the tail. The head is connected to the tail with a small collar, a small proteinaceous collar. Okay, this proteinaceous which connects the head to the tail is called as the collar or the neck. Okay, and when you consider the tail part is covered with the proteinaceous substances which is halo. It is cylindrical, elongated and halo, and this cylindrical, elongated and halo structure is called as the core. Okay, the core is surrounded by the proteinaceous sheath, and this sheath protects the this sheath is that which helps in the contraction of the bacteriophage, and it is hollow and cylindrical, which helps in the projection or to inject the DNA from the head to the host during the infection. This core is covered with a sheath, proteinaceous sheath, and under the at the other end of the tail is a base, okay, which is hexagonal in structure. Here, the structure of the bacteriophage. The bacteriophage can be divided into two. These are tadpole in shape. They can be divided in two parts, that is the head and the tail. The head is icosahedral in structure. The head is around 950 Armstrong in length and 650 Armstrong in width, and the head is covered with two protein coats inside which the double-stranded DNA is present. And the head is having around the 350 Armstrong thick. The wall is around 350 to 35 Armstrong thick, and they have 2000 capsomers. They are proteins capsomers. They are around 2000 capsomers present. Inside the head part, the DNA is present, double stranded DNA, which is tightly packed. Okay, the DNA size is around 50 mu long, and the DNA is around 172 kilo base pairs in length. Coming on to tail, the tail of the bacteriophage is attached to the head. The connection between the head and tail is through a small ring-like structure called as collar. Okay, collar is a part which connects the head of the bacteriophage to the tail, and the tail is very complex in structure. They are made up of proteins. Okay, they might be of different shapes. They might be cubical. They are made up of cubical, hollow, cylindrical core. The core is around 925 Armstrong long and 70 Armstrong in diameter and 25 Armstrong in wide. 925 Armstrong long, 70 Armstrong diameter and 25 Armstrong long, and it has a central canal. The core is surrounded by contractile sheath, and the sheath is around 165 Armstrong in diameter. Okay, so all these points are very important while describing the bacteriophage. And the tail terminates with the hexagonal plate like structure, and these have 6 small fibers. Okay, on the plate they have 6 small fibers, and these are called as tail ends or tail pins. These tail pins are very important for the bacteriophage to get attached to the host, and these tail pins are made up of proteinaceous substance called as fibrillar proteins, and they are around 1500 Armstrong long. Okay, so this is about the detailed structure of the bacteriophage. In the next session, we'll be studying about the reproduction in the bacteriophage. Thank you all.